Welcome to RamblinWreck.com. We get to visit now with sophomore transfer Brandon Reed, and I started thinking about this. It's kind of a homecoming in many ways. I mean, you played at Whitfield Academy, went to Arkansas State, transferred back, had to sit a year, and now you get to play. Yeah. Has it been worth the wait?
It's definitely been worth the wait. Coming back home, playing in front of family and friends it's a lot more than I thought it would be. So I'm actually excited to play here, and I'm glad to be here.
You guys were really good at Whitfield.
Yes.
Take me through finishing up at Whitfield Academy and going to Arkansas State and then making the decision to come here.
Well, leaving high school, we won a state championship. That felt great. One of the best moments of my life. Going up to Arkansas State, not many people really expected me to show out like I did. But, I just believed in myself, and, I had people in my corner that believed in me. So I went up there and did what I had to do. And a situation occurred in my family. I felt that it'd be right for me to come home, and Georgia Tech would be the best place because, it was close to my family. So I'm here now, and I'm actually enjoying it.
When the recruiting process took place in high school, was Georgia Tech on the radar?
Georgia Tech is always on the radar.
For you,
right? Yes, yeah. Just the academics and, playing the ACC and them not being too far from my house. I got a chance to watch them a lot. So I remember my freshman year when I was at A-State, I was actually watching the game when you guys played UNC, and I really enjoyed that game. And I was like, man, it's a good school. And so ever since then, just always had Georgia Tech on my mind. So.
Were you a Tech fan growing up?
I wouldn't say I was a Tech like nerd or just tech. But I was actually UNC was actually one of my dream schools. So, but Tech was pretty up there.
Did you have a favorite player who played here?
Jared Jack.
Really?
Yes. I love watching him play.
So when he's sitting behind the bench at Northwestern and sitting behind the bench at Tulane, is that kind of weird?
It's kind of weird, but I actually developed a little bit of a relationship with him over the summer. Just asking him questions and trying to see what his outtakes and his outlooks were on playing the game of basketball. So, I actually developed a little of a bond. I actually, still talk to him now, text him or whatnot, ask him questions, about things he went through, and he's giving me some positive advice. So,
it's interesting. I think that playing basketball at this level is one thing. Playing basketball at this level in your hometown is another, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it different?
Yes, it's a lot more different. You got, different pressures of your friends, want to see you do well. You want to play well in front of them. So, but at the same time, you don't want to get carried away and do things you're not capable of doing out there on the floor. So,
it's also got to be interesting for you because you left high school, you went to Arkansas State, transferred here when Coach Hewitt was here.
Yeah.
Then the coaching change occurred after the transfer.
Yeah.
So you've essentially had 3 coaches in 3 years, right?
Yes. Well, you can say that I'm good at adapting. So, I really appreciate the coaching staff that's here now. When they first got here, I remember the first day when Coach had his press conference, I stayed for the press conference and introduced myself afterwards, met his wife and everything. And from that day, I felt pretty good about this coaching staff, and and it's come to fruition so far. So,
Brandon, when you were at Arkansas State, Coach Dollar was there.
Yes.
And now he's here.
Yeah.
That's kind of bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, that was kind of weird when my dad. I remember I woke up one morning and my dad called me. He was like, "You know who your assistant coach is now?" I said, "No, I don't." And he was like, "Coach Dollar." I was like, "What?" So it was actually kind of weird, but I don't know. It's actually been kind of a good thing, because we already have a bond going on. So I feel like I can go talk to him about a lot of stuff. So it's just a good thing that happened. God works in mysterious ways, and so that's just another positive.
What's harder, games or practices?
I say practices is a lot more tough. We work harder in practice than we do in the game. But coaches say you work harder in practice, so you won't have to work as hard in the game.
I hear Coach Gregory makes everything competitive.
Yes.
What's that like?
It's great. I like competitive settings, bring out the best in you and just helping you get better every day. And therefore in the games, you want to be like, oh, it's like a light switch you turn on, it already be on. Mm-hmm. So that's just another positive of us going hard in practice and being more competitive.
I know ultimately you want to win the game,
Yes.
but how much have you guys improved through the first part of this season?
I think we've improved drastically from the first part, the first day of practice. The first day of practice, we couldn't even run the plays cleanly. Coaches getting on to us, we dropping passes and this and that. But now we're coming together as a team, being more cohesive with each other, and guys are hanging out a lot more and off the court, on and off the floor, and communicating more. So I think we're definitely getting better, and we're only going to get better as the season goes on.
As you wrap up exams this week and you guys get into the holiday portion of the schedule, there are games and practices, not any school. How important will that be, knowing that on the backside of all this will be the ACC and that level of play?
I think it's very important. After we get done with finals, we got a couple of games, and would be a big, I wouldn't say a big break, but we get a couple of days off before the ACC, and I think that'd be great, just for us to get our minds ready for the ACC and have a couple of, hard practices depending on what Coach BG wants to do. But I think that is very important, just to get our minds ready for the ACC, and hopefully we can go out there, prove people wrong, because they don't see us having a very good ACC turnout, but it's not up to them, it's up to us to see what our schedule is.
If I had to ask you your favorite player as a kid,
That's easy.
who's that?
Michael Jordan.
Is that where 23 comes from?
I would say so. I actually wanted number one, but mine had it at the time, and I didn't feel the need to get number one this year, because I didn't feel like that would be right. So I ended up getting 23, and partly because of Michael Jordan.
Favorite class here?
I don't really have a favorite class. I just get my work done.
I think there are a lot of people that have been to school here that's their mantra.
Yeah.
Best things happened since coming to Georgia Tech?
Just knowing that I'm getting a great education here, and once I get that degree, then nobody can take that from me. So that's the best thing so far. That and being able to play in the ACC.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
That's Brandon Reed, and this is RamblingWreck.com.